Yeah, you can share your screen.
You see my screen
There
here?
you go. There you go. You got it.
Okay. This is what you want to talk about, right? House
Well,
Rising.
yeah, put your earmuffs on, then you can listen to my scratch.
Okay, go ahead.
And then what I was doing this week, I kind of disciplined myself not to look at too many external videos on this because there's a ton of them out there, and including the Guitar for Vets site because it's all different techniques than what you're showing me, and I don't want to sway away from what you're showing me. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I know there's all kinds of ways to strum and pick the chords. So there's two phases to what I've been trying to do. One is just hitting the chords, and the other one trying to teach myself the picking of this in separate chords. And I'll show you what I mean here. So this is just a downstroke.
I can't hear your guitar at all.
Huh?
I can't hear your guitar at all.
Oh, I know why. Hold on. That's in microphone. Audio settings.
Suppress background noise.
Yep, that's what I want.
I don't want to suppress that at all, do I?
I want to get rid of that.
I see what it
But I
says.
think it's automatically. Let me hear. Let's. Do you hear this?
Yep.
I hit the right button. Then it's
I'm already there, but mine's on auto too.
no. You want to uncheck that. Automatically adjust microphone volume.
I can't.
You want to uncheck that. That's under
Okay, I see it.
audio settings
Okay, I
under
see it
your
now.
mic. You got
Thank
it?
Yep.
All right, hold
Thank you.
on. Okay, here we go. Where am I?
And I can't hear you now. I lost you again.
Okay, hold on.
And I got my volume turned all the way up on my speaker.
It's not you, it's me here.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
Let me see well, see if you can hear this one.
yeah.
Okay. You
So
can't.
what am I missing here?
Let me see. I went to audio.
Audio profile, zoom optimize, ringtones, automatically join audio, advanced.
I got now what I did is I went out and bought me a big old blue Yeti mic like this.
Wow.
I want to make sure I'm getting good sound. Not counting this mic I got overhead. That's for my recording. This I got for Zoom. So I went out and made sure I got some top-notch stuff to do a real good class. I want to make sure you hear me.
I hear you. I hear you perfectly. We got to talk about that. What am I missing here? Why are you not hearing the guitar?
Do it again. Are you playing anything at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm missing something.
Under there was automatically adjust microphone volume. Right underneath it, it says suppress background noise. And that's
Hold on.
considered. It's background noise.
Background noise. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've
What do
got
I want? Do I want automatic?
that's what I got mine on.
All right, hold on. Okay, now here. All right, that was it. Thank you.
That's it. We found it. Yay. All right, now get back over here again. Now go ahead.
Okay. All right, so that's what I've been.
Okay.
The main thing is changing from D to F, because that F is a almost like a little mini bar type of thing. So I think I almost got it down pat. And that was a challenge, getting that F chord.
I'm going to open your mind up a little bit, okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's just say, for example, and I mean, we got martial arts in common, so we can really talk about that all day long. We wanted to, but
you don't have to explain. I know it. I know right where you're coming from.
Now, I'm sure you've done the Pyongyang forms, right?
Yeah, Pyongyang, Pyongyang Chodan, Pyongyang Idan.
Now, if we look at the Korean version, they're called Pyongyangans, right?
Yeah, that was the early Taekwondo.
Yeah, well, Tang Soo Do teaches Pyongyang forms too.
Right.
And if we look at the Japanese Shotokan, what do they call the same forms? Do you know?
Oh my God. I forget that, man.
Hinan Shodan,
Hinan, yeah.
Okay, but they're the same forms, right?
Right.
What's so different about them?
I think the stances, the Japanese, I think, have a wider stance than the Korean. I could be wrong.
You're right. They go deep. The blocks are tighter. The punches.
Yeah, the arms, the way the hands are a little bit rounder, a little bit wider than the Korean, are compact, I think.
We throw more of a hip torque into it when we throw.
Right.
Japanese just uses their arms, right?
Yeah.
But if you're judging the form, you can see the form's exactly the same. It's just have some small, minute differences, whether it's lower stances, whether it's a harder punch, whatever it might be. But you can tell it's the same form, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the same thing I'm going to apply to this song here. I mean, just you take that same approach to this song, you got it. Okay, I mean, it's just that simple. So we look at the chords here, and you say, "Well, I don't watch YouTube. I don't watch this because I don't get confused." They're all still the same form. They're all still the same song, but just how it's presented.
And you know what? I remember you mentioning that maybe a week or so ago, that you sort of like, you make it your own.
Yep.
But I agree with that. But it's the rhythm that defines the whatever part you're strumming.
Let's say, like, for example, if I want to do more of a bluegrass style, I want to do a faster picking. You know, just showing an example, it's going to be a faster tempo.
Right.
More of a, and I'm just using this for example, more of a boom chick method to get to my next chord follow. Okay, but what if I wanted more of a blues? It's how it's presented. How fast do you do your form? How fast do you do your song? If I wanted more of a soulful. See, I'm just kind of, it's just how I want to flow it. Now, what I'm doing, I'm just hitting it and hitting my guitar, keep my beat. So again, it's just the way you present the song. So when you say you're watching these other videos, you're thinking, okay, they're presenting the same form, they're just doing it a little techniques a little different. So even if we use now, if you can see my screen up here, right?
Oh, yes.
I got it set for bluegrass, but I can set it for, I'll get this. Yeah, get this thing here out of the way. If I want to go to presets and go old time, Celtic reel, whatever. Let's see what it looks like, sounds like in bluegrass. Okay, I'm gonna got an E minor, but bluegrass. I'm gonna put an A minor. I'm gonna go to A minor here. Okay, this is what key we're learning in, right? A minor. Can you hear that? Could you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
That's similar to the way I was just playing it a while ago, wasn't it? Similar kind of
Yes,
stuff.
it was.
So if I want to go to old time, I'm just picking something different, okay? So you can tell that sounds different.
Yeah. Do you have a blues in there?
Let's see. I got gypsy jazz, Texas swing. What does a jazz sound like? I'm just kind of, again, we're just kind of experimenting. It does kind of sound jazzy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So and I'm just showing you this is because no matter which way you play it, now this only got certain presets. Now I can go in and set it the way I want it. I can do a custom. But let's say Celtic Reel. How does that sound? So by doing it, just hearing the samples, you know, I don't have a blues ones on there, as you can see. Celtic Reel, back up, straight, no swing. And I'm assuming this could be the same if you want to play along with. I think you have was it Cordify that you have? What was it you have?
Cordify.
Okay. Now, do they have? I'm assuming they got this song on there, right?
Yeah, they got ton.
Okay. Now, if what you do, even Cordify or YouTube or here on Guitar Machine, is one of the biggest, the most important thing. The most important thing is to set your timing. Okay, you see, I'm going down to 70. Okay,
I know you're going to say that.
Okay, and once you get your timing down, let's say what sounds like it's. We're just going to do standard. That's Celtic Reel, my bad. Let's go back to standard. Let's see if I can find standard here. Default settings. That's what the standard sounds like. It's 60. Now, if we did that, say if I wanted to mute that, I don't know if I can mute it or not, but if I wanted to play along with that, maybe I wanted to do it downstrum, okay, I could do that. But what if I wanted to do an upstrum? It don't matter as long as you're keeping your timing the same. Okay? So when you play,
all right, I think I'm. You know what? You've been telling me a lot about this drum machine, but I think it's time I switched over to this. This looks like a much better program than Cordify.
Let's just say, for example, I'm going to play this at 60. I'm going to try to see. Now, what I'm going to do here, just for example purposes, is I'm going to put this at 60. It's an A minor, and I'm going to see if I can just pick along with it, okay? Just like it's here. Let me see. How does that sound like that?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I don't play 12 times. So even no matter what how you do this, okay. Just say if you put it at a tempo you like, okay. I can play, say, I don't know. I'm just gonna go say 40. I don't know what it is. Okay, you find a tempo that you can play smooth.
Okay.
Okay.
On this creation here, is that within the program, or did you actually have to create this?
No, this one's actually in there. I can create my own.
This is in there. Okay, you didn't modify anything. This is already in the program, right?
Let me show you how this works. Okay, when you go to Strum Machine, you're going to see, let's say if I want to see all songs, okay? I can scroll down for days. Okay? Now this may not have all the songs you want on it. So I mean, if you like certain songs, because most of these are bluegrass and old country, I can make videos up for you if you want of certain ones. And then this one's on there. Or if you want to just say I want to try this for a month or two, that's fine. But I did put mine in there. And if you decided you want to be in here and say, yeah, I want to do this, I could go on there and make songs up and share them with you. You see how they say it says Bill's version?
Oh,
So if
gotcha.
you know, I can make songs up, and like I've done some, I've done my own version. Like Folsom Prison Blues is not actually in there. I put it in there. You know,
Okay.
I've modified some songs. I don't like the way they did it. Put more chords into it, so I can always share this. Like This Train's Bound for Glory. This is not actually in there. It should be.
I see. I understand.
And so if there's songs that you want to learn, I can put it in here, and we can really.
So I wonder if there's a similar program that has blues in it like this.
I don't know. So actually, I was using more ultimateguitar.com, and another veteran has told me this, and he said this will help you keep your timing. And you know, you don't really know unless it light goes off in your own brain, you really don't know you're off on timing until you actually start seeing it. And like, wow,
yeah, I know I'm off on timing, and that's specifically my main concern here today with you.
Yeah, and
how I can bring that. It's one thing. I guess there's a number of challenges. Number one is, you know, the chord changes, which I'm getting comfortable with, but then the timing is the issue too. And I'd like to learn more about that.
One thing I like about this, and this should be really, really great. You have a capo, right?
What's that?
You have a capo?
No, I haven't gotten that yet.
Okay. Let me show you how this works with this song too. And this is how when you hear my songs, I got the light coming from the window, so it looks like I'm really bleached white, don't it?
Yeah. But that's all right. That's all right. I listen to your voice. Don't worry about that.
I'm a little darker, but okay. Let's just say when I do my recordings, okay. And I'm gonna show you this neat trick on this drum machine and how this works. Let's say I wanted to play an A minor, as it's shown here, A, C, D, F, right? You can see the chords in front of you, right? A, C.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I wanted to say, well, I want to add another guitar to my track, but I want it to sound like it's definitely a different guitar. Is I get a capo and I say I want to put this on the 5th fret. You see it on the 5th.
Okay, well, all right. How do you decide what fret you want to use?
Watch. I'm gonna show you, but I'm gonna show this. You see my mouse here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
A minor. You see it? Well, I drop the K of A minor.
Gotcha.
This capo chords.
Oh.
And I want to put it on the 5th fret. So it's E minor capo 5. You see that?
Yeah.
Now, when I'm playing with the capo on the 5th fret and play my E minor chord, I'm actually playing an A minor. And you can still say it's in A minor, but I'm doing it down here.
Gotcha.
Now, this is a great learning tool for you. You can't. I'm still learning. I am still boggling my mind on how it's like. I want this sound to be higher or lower or whatever case might be. How can I do that? And I use a capo, and then I modify like I did here to, if I say show all capo options. Now you can see what chord structures I would need where. If I want to play it on 5th fret, 6th fret. So I know if I go on the 5th fret, I know if I put a capo on the 5th fret and make an E minor chord, that's actually an A minor. That's my A minor.
Yeah.
Because if you think of E minor here, F minor, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, then A minor.
Gotcha.
So, okay, I got that basis there, and then I could play the E minor configurations, but I'm still playing in the key of A minor.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, and this is something maybe the other guitar instructors will teach you, I don't know, I just know what I know, is it forces you to realize where them chords are located at further down the neck.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yes, it does.
So, and that's one reason I like this too, is when I'm doing songs, I was like, okay, how can I get a certain sound? Now, here's how I look at it too, as an artist, I draw. You see my drawings, right?
Yeah.
I haven't drawn in a while. It just doesn't feel like it, but that's okay. There's a lot of art friends on my Facebook page that just blow me away. And I said, okay, Bill, take a breath. They're really good, but what's different? That's like the form. They're doing this, like say people do Elvis drawings, just use that, or Johnny Cash. It don't matter. That's too top of my head. Mine's just as good. It's just done differently.
Exactly.
Okay. Same way with guitar. It's just done differently. So how can I make when I record it? How can I get that sound that I'm wanting when I play bass? Okay, especially when I play a bass guitar, I really want that lowest note possible to get that low, so I can get the bottom bass. So I play open chords like you see here.
Yeah.
So if I want to play on a guitar and get higher notes, let's say, well, if I want to keep it an A minor chord, I might want to put a keyboard. I don't want to do it, but I put a keyboard down at 12th fret. That's blinding to get my high A minor. But that would really be, whoo, boy.
Yeah, right. I can see that. I think, before you go to, how I can make my own sound, I think you have to become very, very familiar with how the original sound went.
Yeah. Now,
as a beginner, I have to know how did the original group make it or whatever. And then after you get the experience of the original, for me, I think then you can start to experiment with other.
Okay, but who do you consider the original?
Well, yeah, that's true, because the sound can go back to the 20s or the 30s or whatever, and you're only hearing the 60s.
Yeah. So, and that's yeah. So what I would say, using that same philosophy, I like that philosophy, is I would say to this, and this is the best way I can look at it, which version of the originals
do you like?
Okay.
Yeah.
And most people recognize the song is from the Animals, although it was done before that.
Sure.
But most people can, hey, that's an Animal song, because they just made it more popular. That's all. But
exactly.
What if you wanted to do more of a rock song? A house. I'm strumming harder. That's all it is. Okay. And it may be presenting the chord in a faster motion. That's all I'm doing, is kind of getting them more hard. So if you want a more softer approach, you want a more slower, soulful approach, how do you do that? And you say, okay, you can more. All you do is, man, no matter what genre you want to do it, is to keep your timing consistent throughout the whole song, no matter how you start it. So if you want to do it more, there is a house in New Orleans, they call it the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boys and girls. I know. Kind of like that. Is that kind of a blues style?
Yes. When you are, how can I explain this in my mind? As you're listening to a song and you're strumming to the song, you emphasize a chord change on the words. There is.
Yep.
That. What is that called? That transition. When you're for lack of a better explanation, it's like an exclamation point that you're emphasizing the words of the beginning of the song. I think that's what makes up the rhythm.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know all the technical words.
Like there is a house. You know what I mean?
I know it. I know. I know other instructors might know that word, and I might have to look up for you and find it. But in myself, as far as myself, and I'll look it up for you. I know talking about is those chords.
That's what I'm trying to emphasize. You know what? So that's the strumming technique. But then you showed an early video. I don't remember exactly where you actually, you know what I mean? It's you go through each of the strings, and then oh, sorry about that. Right?
Yep.
This one I'm trying to teach myself too. And then
Now,
so
I think I'm trying. My guitar is blinding me. I'm gonna get that light in there. Don't
worry, that's all right.
Because I play a banjo too, it kind of helps me do what I call a forward roll, and you can do it with a pick or without a pick. If you just do it with a pick, you're just going to go down and go back up. So if I'm making an A minor chord, then back up, we'll go down and back up.
So can you go through that whole? Can you go through the whole song doing it that way, please?
Yeah, yeah. What I did.
Okay, so when you're starting with the A minor, right?
Yep.
You are starting on the fifth string, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and then when you're on the C, it's also the fifth string.
Yep.
Okay, and then the D, you're on the fourth string.
Yep.
Twice or once?
You can do it twice. When I do the D string, I just do the fourth. I can do the fourth string. That's just once, because like A minor is
okay. And then the F is also the fourth string, correct?
I use the F on the sixth string.
Ah.
That. Then go back to the sixth string again on E.
Yeah, okay, I was just going to say that. You hit the E, but then you don't go, when you hit the E and you hit the sixth string, are you starting the strum down from the fifth down, or do you go through all six strings?
No, you just want to pick the root note. Pick the root note.
I understand.
Yeah, and then what I do there is just pick, like, say, let me see. Just boom. It don't really matter to me which one I pick.
Okay.
I want to hit the E note, for example, and kind of going through the chords. So I'm going 2, 3. It really doesn't matter as long as you hit that root note at E. It's like A minor. I'm going 5, 3, 2, 1. Back to again to 2, 3. Then when I go to my C, it's the same thing. So I'm basically going 3, 2, 1, 2, back again. So 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Make sense to you?
Got it.
And then, so with the D, same way, I'm going 4, 3, 2, 1. The only thing you're really emphasizing is I want to keep the motion, the movement going in the song. It really, even if I just want to pick it and strum with my fingers, so it's like. Does that make sense? No matter how you do.
Can you focus on your right hand? Can I get a better?
Yeah, hold on a second. Is that better?
Yeah. Oh yeah, good.
If I'm doing the chords, which you know the chord already, you can see as we're doing, like, I'm doing fifth fret, fifth string, and then going to third, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now then on my F, on that particular case, I use my fourth. I made my F like this. I didn't make the full bar. So you can just do the 4, 3, 2, 1. That makes any sense. You see what I'm doing here?
Got it.
Okay. You can do that as long as you show an F. Now, if it depends on what you want to present. If you want to make the F up here, you can. If you just want to make it like this, it doesn't matter. As long as you make it.
Yeah, I do it that way.
Yeah. Then you. So even on the E, when I do my E here, I went down 4. As long as I'm just hitting the same. I mean, I got my chord. One thing about chords, and it's just my philosophy. You can ask all the other ones. As long as I'm making my chord diagram here, all these strings are fitting within that chord structure.
Right.
So if I'm making my E chord, it doesn't really make a difference which strings I play in that. I'm playing arpeggios. I'm playing notes within that chord.
Yep.
So if I do a 5, 4, if I'm doing a 6 and say a 4 and a 1, it don't matter. 6, 3, 6, 3, 2. As long as I'm playing it, I'm playing the chord and I'm keeping my rhythm. So it really doesn't matter if you play 6, 5, 4, 6, 2, 1.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's a hell of. That clears up a lot of the fog.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah.
So if I want to play that, and one thing I like about playing with the capo, and if you ever decide to get one, there might be chords. You say, for example, that you're playing along with someone, and that's. I mean, I can't emphasize that strongly enough. Do you have any friends in your area that play?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Okay.
And they're like way up here, man.
Well, even if they are, even if you just say it's okay, I'm gonna sit and jam with you guys, and don't be plugged up or nothing just because you want to follow them. But what that's teaching is, it's like it's like, again, I can't help it. We go back to martial arts again. When a white belt watches a black belt do a basal form, they ain't ready for that form yet, but they're watching it. They're in their mind, they're listening, they're watching the form, the technique. So when they finally get to that point where they learn that form, okay, I remember you when you did this kick. I remember when you did this block. I remember whatever the case might be. That's the same with when you learn the guitar, is you may not be ready to play along with them, but you can kind of watch what they're doing and listen. So if they're playing like, and as a song we did, That's Right Mama, you can see how they did their hands. They say, okay, how do you do that there? You can ask questions, and maybe they make their A chord like this, or maybe they might make it like this, or you say, hey, do y'all know the House of the Rising Sun? And they might play that, okay, and he may get lost, but that's okay. What the biggest thing is, you get the chord chart in front of you, even though they may play it faster, just hit that. There is a house in New York. Does that make sense?
Oh man, that's exactly what I've been after today. 100%, man.
Good, because they might play it faster, and you think, I can't keep up with that. Breathe. I do this too, Steve. I do this too. I get anxiety issues. I swear to God, I do this too. And I was like, I can't. And I have to go back to the basics. Bill, just hit the chord when they change. and learn as the, let's say, play the song. Breathe, okay? Don't forget to breathe, Daniel, son. So even if somebody might play the song faster, if you got a chord chart in front of you, say, I can't play the same beat they're playing at the same tempo, but just hit that chord when they hit it and go to the next one, okay? And pretty soon, I guarantee you results. You'll be doing 2 strums instead of 1, or you'll be doing, and you're going like, I can do this now. Wow.
Well, listen, can you and I play right what you have right here in the key of A minor?
Okay.
Can you and I go through it a couple times?
Go ahead.
Well, I'll go with you. You want to turn on the
Drum machine?
yeah, that's it, drum machine.
Do it twice, okay?
Yeah, do it 2, 3 times.
We're going to do it twice. We'll go back and do it again.
Okay, okay, I got you. Let's do it again. One more time, if you don't mind. I love this, man. This is great.
Okay, okay, here we go.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. Now, what I did there is I wanted. I know you was watching your hands, but
Yeah.
no, you did great. I didn't hear anything messed up. So, and I was watching my hands too. But what I did there is I wanted to kind of, and that's what guitarists do. The biggest thing is if me and you play the exact same chord, A minor, we'd blend in. It just, you couldn't tell if it's one guitar or, you know. So what I did is I played my A minor here. Remember I told you with the capo?
Yes, yes, yes.
So I played my A minor here, and
it still sounded the same.
Yep. I'm just an octave higher than you. My F right here. So if I want to play like wrong one.
Yeah.
And you see what I'm still playing along with you. It just kind of give a distinct differences in sound.
If I get on strum machine, I can see this.
Yeah. And you could check